Hey YouTube, it's Carla. I know, what's this? 2 videos in 1 week? Anyway, I just kind of thought, I just finished walking anyway, and kind of a hot mess, as Belinda would say. But I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. Kind of got back to walking tonight. I've got stopped when I hurt my hand. I tried walking like the day I broke my hand, and my hand throbbed like crazy. And so after I went to the doctor and got the brace on my hand, then I walked and that was a couple of weeks ago, and I walked a few days, and then it rained some, then I had a few things to do, and last week I walked like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I'm not sure why I got stopped. I had some blisters on my feet was one reason. And then I had a women's conference all day on Saturday and church on Sunday. And then I worked the poles on all day Tuesday. And last night I had choir practice. And so I thought, all right, this is it. I have nothing to do today, so I am going to walk tonight. So I walked 4.5 miles. I was real proud of myself. I was going to walk 6, but it kind of got dark on me. I forgot that it's fall and it's getting darker sooner. And it's a great park where I walk. Actually, we have 2 parks. One's by my house, but it closes at sundown. And besides that, the county fair is here this week, and it's right beside there. So there were, I waited too late to go to that one, but the other one is great. And it's a complex. It has a walking trail, soccer fields, baseball, softball fields. So I walked there, and it's like 1.5 miles around. So I walked around 3 times. I was going to go 4, but like I said, it kind of got dark on me. I was ready for those 6 miles, but I got 4.5 in anyway. I kind of want to give y'all a little bit of background, kind of where I came from, and why I'm so excited about what I'm going to tell you about in a little bit. But I don't know. I retired from teaching in November of 2007. The week after I retired, I started having chest pains and went to the emergency room, and I wound up in Birmingham at UAB and had a heart cath and had a stent put in. And even before that, my cardiologist had tried to talk me into gastric bypass surgery. But it just, with me working and taking care of my mom, it just was not in the cards for me at that time. I'm an only child, and I was the only person to take care of my mom. And basically, that's why I retired. I taught for 30 years, and I could retire with 25, but I had almost 30 in. So I decided to go ahead and retire, mainly to take care of her, but also because of my health. And I have no regrets at all. I know it was the right thing to do, especially after I wound up in the hospital the week after I retired. And like I said, my primary care physician and my cardiologist tried to talk me into weight loss surgery, but my primary care physician was also my mom's doctor, and he knew what the situation was. So after I retired, I wound up opening a catering business with a tea room with a friend of mine, and who knew that was going to blossom into what it blossomed into. It really went well, and we were doing really well, but it was, little did I know, it was really taking a toll on me. In the middle of that, my mom died. She fell and broke her hip. Long story short, she was in rehab, and she started having these stomach pains, and they really, she was here in Coleman, and she got a little better. The stomach pains went away. She went to Huntsville, to Lakeshore, to more intense rehab. She's 87, but she'd always done really well with rehab before, and she was doing great. In fact, she was almost to the point of I was going for a rehab plan for her to come home on Monday, and on a Thursday night I had some catering to do, and she called me from the emergency room and said she was having those pains again, and they had taken her to the emergency room and that they were taking her to surgery. Well, I went ballistic. I had a turkey in the oven. There was my partner at that point was in the hospital in Birmingham at death's door, and I was the only one besides our employees that could take care of anything. I got the turkey done. I flew to Huntsville, not literally, but driving I flew. Turns out they had done a CT scan on her stomach. She had pancreatic cancer, and she lived a week after that. I'm not going to go into a great detail about that, but like I said, my business partner was at death's door at that point, and I kind of came back after that, dealt with my mom dying, got Amy back, then her mom died, which she had been in the nursing home for a really long time. So within a month's time, my mom died, her mom died. We got back, that was around Christmas time, got back in January. She left for Germany for 6 months because her daughter was having a baby. Her husband was in the military and deployed to Afghanistan, so I was running the business by myself. That was January, February, March of 2011. Got her back, but she was never really back to full force. But the business just continued to grow, and I just kept working harder and harder and harder. And finally, in January of this year, there's a bug flying around my face. It's driving me crazy. Finally, in January of this year, she started passing out. I mean, literally, I would turn around one minute, she'd be fine, we'd be in the kitchen. I'd turn around the next minute and she'd be propped up against something, and she was like out of it. So long story short, her doctors finally told her she could not do this anymore. She had some major health problems, and she's still not doing really well, but we decided to close the business because I could not continue by myself. I mean, we had some employees that worked for us, but we were the driving force behind the cooking, and I just couldn't do that anymore. But I had already decided to have weight loss surgery a year ago. Let's go back now to about a year ago, a little more than a year ago. I turned 55, and I decided I needed something special for my birthday because my mom was gone, nobody else was here. So my business partner and I, and which we've been friends for a really long time, another friend of mine that lives in Arkansas, and my cousin that lives in Tuscaloosa, went to the beach for my birthday, for my 55th birthday. You know, they gave me a hard time, made me wear a crown, gave me a scepter. You know, it was my senior citizen birthday since I turned 55. We had a great time. But my cousin from Tuscaloosa, I hadn't been around in a while. We'd had a family reunion several years ago, and right after that, she had weight loss surgery. She had gastric bypass. So I spent some time with her then, and then when Amy started having some of her health problems, my cousin from Tuscaloosa, Sherry, came and she worked for us. So I spent a good bit of time with Sherry, and that was the final decision that I could have the weight loss surgery. I thought, I can do this, because I was with her. I knew what she did. I knew what she'd been through, and I thought, I can do this. Now, I've said all that to say about 3 years ago, well, you have to know that I love Alabama football. You know, I grew up going to games. My daddy started taking me as soon as I was big enough to go. I went to Alabama. I have 2 degrees from Alabama. I am a big Alabama fan. I've been going to games forever. But 3 years, and I haven't been to a game in quite a while. But 3 years ago, for my birthday, again, all I really wanted to do was go to Fan Day, because my birthday is is August the 12th, and the Fan Day was let's see, like the first week in August. So Amy, my business partner, decided to take me, but I had not been feeling well then, and we went hot as the hubs of it was ridiculous. We both didn't feel good when we got out of there. I never should have gone. Didn't realize how out of shape I was and in what bad shape I was in. That was on a Sunday. Monday I was in the doctor's office. Monday night I was in the hospital. I spent my birthday in the hospital. I spent a whole week in the hospital. I was dehydrated. I was in renal failure. Not good. From there, I knew I couldn't go to football games for a while, and didn't have the desire to go because I knew I couldn't walk. But guess what, folks? I'm going next Saturday to the Alabama Ole Miss game. I'm so excited, and I feel like going. I feel like walking. I feel like climbing the steps that I've got to climb, or up the ramp that I've got to go up to get to the ball game. And I'm just so excited because it's been so long since I've been able to go. It's I don't know how to describe it, but I went yesterday to look for something to wear, non-scale Victory. I went into a little boutique. I think I've talked about this, or I've written about it anyway. I was a cheerleader coach when I taught too, and one of my cheerleaders owns this little boutique. And my non-scale Victory about a month ago was I went in her shop. She had shoes, but she's also started carrying clothes. Well, I haven't been able to wear ever clothes in a little shop like that. She said, "Come on, try this on. Try this on. Try this on." So I tried on 2 tops, and I wound up leaving with them, and they were a size large. I was beside myself that day. But yesterday I went in. She called me. She said, I got the houndstooth dress in that I talked to you about, and I want you to come try it on. Well, I tried that dress on, and it didn't do. It was the type of material that things have changed a lot in my body, but that dress just really clung to me. I'm not ready for that. She said, I want you to try this one on, and I think you can try a medium. I think you can wear a medium in this one. I said, yeah, right. I can't wear a medium. So I went and tried it on, and guess what, folks? Yeah! It was a medium. I can wear the medium. So it's my little outfit for the game, and I've got some boots to go with it. So I am so excited. Got my outfit to wear to the ball game. I'll have to post some pictures or take some video while I'm there or something. Anyway, I think I posted it in this week's video. It's my 3-month surgery. My surgery was June the 18th, and so Tuesday was my 3-month surgery, and I weighed 162. I'm going to try again. My surgery was on a Monday. I'm going to try really hard this next week, to do a video on Monday, and we'll see how much how much I weigh. Supposed to see my surgeon on Tuesday, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to change that, because I have to go to Birmingham, and I really can't go to Birmingham this week on Tuesday. Hopefully I can go the next week. I've had I think I talked about having blood work done. All that was good. I'm anemic, but I've always been anemic, or the past few years I've been anemic, even when I was in the hospital. They wanted to give me some blood, but they wound up not doing it. So I mean, I'm taking iron. I think Carrie is the one that asked me about what they were doing.